What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Darkness Falls back here with another Honkai Star Rail video here, man. So as you guys see, man, you guys know, man, if you've been watching, I am F2P, and I'm still going to be summoning for your girl, ACHERON. Now, I know there have been more recent, Honkai Star Rail drama and everything about that, and, I don't care too much about it, to really go over it. That's why I haven't made any videos about it. But I'm here just to tell y'all from the start. You guys know I'm still going to be summoning for ACHERON, despite what you may have seen if you have dabbled in those videos. But I want to go over a couple things because some people are confused to what a video title may mislead from other people, or depending on what they're talking about. So let's go ahead and go over ACHERON. So we do have the official Hoyo Labs website here, which just has her details on it. Of course, testing and doing things with this character can be subjective if you have gotten your hands on this character, but this character would still be up to you, if you wanted to summon for her or not. So you guys already seen, if you go back look at my previous videos, I have a pretty much stacked Nihility team, and my team is still very good, especially for this character. So I think this character is going to help me a lot, and it's going to help other people a lot, depending on if they want to summon or not. So let's go ahead and go over ACHERON. So of course we have ACHERON, never turn back, the path is gone. Hey Trailblaze, we were talking about ACHERON. So we already know she's a 5-star Nihility character, and she is a DPS character who accumulates charges by inflicting debuffs on the enemies to unleash her ultimate. With her ultimate, ACHERON ignores enemies' weaknesses types, which is huge, drains all enemy toughness, huge, and reduces their type resistance. ACHERON technique can also instantly eliminate some enemies' targets during exploration, but we'll talk about that. So we've already seen these all in action. If you watch like the live screen and some other stuff from the official sources, and other sources if you dabbled into those, but ACHERON, having just all those three things that just mentioned, accumulating charges by inflicting debuffs on the enemies, and also ignoring enemies' weaknesses types, and also draining enemy toughness and reducing their type resistance. So this is going to be very essential to this character. So having the other characters to help with those things, like the other two Nihility characters she's going to need, whether it's Silver Wolf and Pela, or maybe Silver Wolf and Well, or whoever, depending on if you are a pay or free-to-play person. So I'm just going from my view, because I am a free-to-play player and I have these characters on my account, and that's mainly because these are the characters that I went for. Of course, your account is going to vary based on the characters you like and who you got. So this character can still probably fit in certain things, but I'm pretty sure this character can fit for a lot of people. So we're going to go to preview. We're not going to read over this. We already know about that. But I want to get down here to the kit. So here are the traces. And we have Red Oni. When the battle starts, a minion gains a number certain, immediately gains a certain number of slash stream and applies a certain number of Crimson Knot stacks to a random enemy. When slash stream reaches its upper limit, for every point of slash stream that exceeds the limit, gains 1 stack of quadrivalent acid ants, up to maximum number of quadrivalent acid ant stacks. So we do have related abilities. Top rain leaf hangs oneness. The abyss, when 1 or 2 Nihility characters other than ACHERON is on the team, the damage dealt by ACHERON basic attack and skill ultimate additional increases by a certain amount. So you can have 1 or 2, but mainly you just want to have 2. You just want to maximize that talent there. But we got a top leaf, rain leaf hangs oneness. I'm just trying to speed through this. That's why I'm trying to go over these words. Thundercore, when the rain blade from ACHERON's ultimate hits enemy targets with Crimson Knot, her damage increases, stacking up to a max number of times and lasting for a certain amount of turns. When Stygian Resurge triggers, additionally deals damage a certain number of times. Each time deals lightning damage equal and is viewed as part of the ultimate damage. So We do have the, just the ultimate slash dream cries in red. Now we do have the essential material. This is good to see if you want to go and, pre-farm that for your girl ACHERON. So let's go ahead and talk about the character herself, because some people are kind of not understanding certain things, and it's kind of, not the best, but it is what it is. So here's the idol. Idol's pretty cool. We do have the technique here. So with that slash, if she fighting some weaker enemies, it's going to automatically kill them, and you don't even have to do the battle. So it's going to help you if you are farming in the open world every day to try to maximize materials and money. There's some people that say they can farm, what is it? I don't know, an hour or something for the mobs on all the maps and get everything. This should probably cut that down in half. That's what people, calcs are. So that's pretty good, especially for people who want to do a bunch of fights. That's going to cut it down a lot. So there's the basic, have the talents there, which is, dope animation. Then of course we have the ultimate here, which is her ultimate. It's just crazy dope. A lot of people are comparing that to like, her own domain. A lot of Jujutsu Kaisen fans are rejoicing, but I just want to say it's cringe. If you just learn what a domain is from Jujutsu Kaisen, please watch something that actually teaches you other things. I've known about domains ever since I was a kid. This should not be the first time you heard domain before, not already even a domain expansion. So let's go ahead and talk about the character and everything. Like I said, I brought up Pride One here, and I just want to show y'all this is just their current thing. This is not indicative to this is what the characters are, because this still is a subjective list. This is just what Pride One put these characters. So I just want to bring these characters up just to show y'all each and every character here functions better regardless with their signature light cone. So there are some misleading videos about ACHERON saying she's not worth it, or ACHERON is not as great without the signature light cone. And no duh, it's obvious. It's very obvious. I'm F2P and I have Jing Liu, and I don't have Jing Liu's signature light cone. So guess what? I have to use On the Fall of an Aeon, which is a great F2P light cone you can get from the Herder shop. But you can see her signature light cone is better. I shall be my own sword. So I don't have this light cone. Now, is she that terrible enough because I don't have her light cone? No, my Jing Liu still destroys every content in the game pretty easily. It's not an issue. Yes, her damage scaling can be a lot higher, but at the end of the day, I can still kill everything. It's not an issue for me. And that's what people got to understand. You do not have to have everything that everybody else has. You do not have to wail out. You do not have to have the same light cones as everybody. You don't need to have the same eidolons as everybody. You can play the game just fine. Now, there's nothing wrong with supporting the game and spending money and doing all that. But again, you see these are all E0s. It's just their initial things at E0. But keep in mind, some characters do have better things, like she's an E6. That's why she's up here. But these are just, they're 4-star relatives, not the all the 5 stars are E0. But yeah, that's any character you see here. All of them function better with their signature light cone, and the characters are a little better depending on the character with a 4-star light cone. Jing Liu, of course, you have the Herder shot light cone, so you want to use that one. I don't think you really have too much of a greater 4-star option. And Barbara Lune, same thing. Use the same light cone because they're both destruction. But certain characters here, I have 4-star light cones on majority, if not all, of my 5-star characters, with the exception of, like, let's say Silver Wolf. They gave you a event light cone, so I didn't have to go for her signature light cone, but the 4-star variant is just as good enough. My Bronya has a 4-star light cone. You guys know my Ruin May has a 4-star light cone. My Black Swan has a 4-star light cone. I managed to get Dr. Ratio's signature light cone, and that was just a lucky pull. But I got tired of having to re-equip hunt characters light cones. But yes, his damage would have been dropped off. But like I said, all these characters will function less without their signature light cone. But does that make them worthless? No. It depends on you the person to determine, hey, instead of my ACHERON doing, let's say 600k damage, but she can do 1,000,000 with her signature light cone. It's up to you if you care about that 1,000,000, and you still have to invest, get the right relics. You still have to get the right substats and have the right team built around her. So it's up to you if you really want to still do all that farming, and you still want to be able to get lucky on your rolls, and you want to be able to output that amount of damage based on what somebody else may have shown you in a video. If you're trying to replicate their build. For me, I'm fine with building my ACHERON the best way I can. So if I'm able to meet that threshold of hitting 600k as an F2P, I'm fine with hitting 600k. I don't care about the 1,000,000. I'm serious. I do not care about the 1,000,000. So those are the type of players who would tell you ACHERON is bad for F2P, or ACHERON light cone choices is not the best. And like I said, that just applies to a lot of these characters. I would say yes, let's say the hurdle shot light cone is not, can't be used with her. It's not good. The nihility one, and you do need good night sleep this or whatever. It's going to depend on your account. Everybody's account is different. This is the 1 year anniversary. So 1 year in, if you've been playing like from day one, I've been playing from day one, so it's going to look different for me. I may have accumulated a lot of things in which I did. Now, if you're just now starting off, say if you don't have certain characters or certain things, this could be different for you. But still, for someone, say if you're starting off, and say if you don't have a lightning character, that's a lot of people thing is they don't have Kafka. I think she would still be a great pull, because I'm pretty sure you will get a Pela regardless somewhere, and then you just people say use Sampo or Luca or Gwenifin somewhere, one of them F2P routes, and you can still make her very strong. There are some videos already out there with these 4-star variants, and they function just fine. So don't let people discourage you on pulling certain character. It's always going to be the same thing. Do you care enough to pull for his character? Is this your favorite character in the world, or is do you really care about her? Like I said in my previous videos, if you don't care about her, you're skipping her, you want to get Aventurine. Aventurine is your husbando. Go for it. There's nothing wrong with that. People, just spreading misinformation about her is just, not there. Stating the obvious, nobody cares. It only works on the, average, gamer who don't really care. Half of the time, a lot of people who are not really, hardcore on relic farming, hardcore on getting their talents up, they don't care either way, because they're not maximizing that. In these games, you do have to go in and farm and put in the time and work. So unless you are, doing your thing, most people not gonna really, see that. I don't care if people look at my Black Swan and say, oh, his Black Swan is pretty good, but she don't have a light cone. I don't care. I don't care. I say as a L2P, my Black Swan is very good. My relics are very good. I still have a 4-star light cone though, which is fine. I don't care about that. I really don't. So you guys already know I've been saying this for months. I'm going to be summoning for ACHERON regardless. Now, the thing I do want to preference, from what people have seen or read even here on the page, this still could be subjected to change. We don't know where her final thing is going to be. I don't think it's going to change. I think it's just kind of close to, release. Like it's coming very, very soon. But what is it? But anything can happen. Maybe the feedback they got from people who had access or early access to this character maybe meant something to them, and they maybe adjust some values here and there, maybe a slight buff. I think that'd be great. Who knows? But hey, I'm summoning for the character regardless. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.